Good morning, good morning, good morning again, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers. If you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic refused, so you know the drill, folks. Read that article, share it on all your social media. Public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC decides to follow through with said threat. Trigger warning 1: when we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center and Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones, all right? Trigger warning number 2: this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised. And again, I apologize for the appearance, folks. Sorry about that. All right, where we left off, right? In addition, the INSEAD conducted an on-site review of the JRC's behavior intervention program and witnessed staff rotating GED electrodes on individuals' bodies at regular intervals to prevent burns that may result from the repeated application of the shock to the same contact point. Boom! Boom. If the electrodes and the GED did not cause second and third degree burns and tissue damage, there would be no need to change the electrodes on the body so that the other areas could heal, because there wouldn't be anything that they would need to be healed from. If it's just a little red dot that disappears in minutes, there wouldn't be a point of removing the electrode now, would there? Yeah. Further, INSEAD, in a comment submitted to the panel meeting, stated that they received numerous reports of students who have incurred physical injuries, burns, reddened marks on their skin as a result of being shocked. In other words, you know that group I keep telling you about that I've been a part of out here myself? The group that I call when things go wrong? The FDA, unlike the JRC, can see the objectivity with which New York went in order to do those unannounced visits. Due to the numerous reports, like the FDA is stated here, physical injuries, burns, reddened marks on their skin as a result of being shocked. Just because the JRC doesn't like what the INSEAD report says doesn't mean that it isn't true. It very much 100% is. There is plenty of documentation and plenty of video surveillance footage to back it up. This is what I mean when I've told you guys numerous times that our receipts have receipts. This is what I'm talking about here. Okay? INSEAD reviewers noted that a school nurses monitor the individual's skin for burns. So JRC, why would they need to monitor for burns if it doesn't cause any harm other than a bee sting and leaves a red mark that goes away in a few seconds. You wouldn't need to. There would be no real damage. But we know for a fact from numerous reports that go back now to almost 3 decades that it absolutely does causes burns. In fact, we've got the photographic evidence from what happened to Andre McCollins, the pictures from him inside the hospital that can vouch for what INSEAD is saying here, folks. Yeah. I love the FDA caught them in their own lie because Dr. Matthew Israel has told about the nurses who checks for burns, but also the device only causes red marks. Funny, isn't it? That was very masterfully done, FDA. But at the end of the day, I don't know what happened between the end of the hearings at 2016 and to the final rule that came out in 2020. But for this revised version, and in spite of the JRC's threats, you are a federal leg of the federal government. Use your authority and power to reissue the ban and call out the GED directly so that the JRC does not have any ammo to come at you with. Because there is far too many receipts that the JRC can't explain their way out of with their pseudoscience psychobabble. Okay? We're going to close on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time this morning. As always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow on the last day of vacation. This sucks. Bye-bye, everyone.